Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. I'm your science teacher of class 5 from Ismailia Youth Services School. Before starting the class, I'm giving you some important instruction, so please listen carefully. If you have any questions or difficulty, please use chat box. In the last 10 minutes, I will give the answer of your questions. Use hand-free if you are using mobile and use headphone for the computer use. Feed your ID and password properly. Take care of time for attending the class. If there is any disconnectivity during the lecture due to the power breakdown, you are not supposed to leave the meeting. You should join the meeting again. Now, today I will teach you the unit number 11. Unit number 11, matter. It is present in your science book on the page number 58 to 64. I hope you all have your science book and midterm copy and complete station. Students, yesterday I have given you the homework to read this unit and find out the new words. I hope you all have done. I hope so. Here are some scientific terms which are present in this unit. The first is atom, second is mass, third is volume, fourth is matter, fifth is water cycle, the next is melting, freezing, evaporation, sublimation, and condensation. There are the new words present in this chapter, which are the atoms, mass, volume, matter, water cycle, melting, freezing, evaporation, sublimation, and condensation. Okay, students, now move to the next slide. Look at these pictures. When we look around, we see plants, animals, water, tables, chairs, and the many other things. In what way they are? They are these things different from each other? Their shape, color, size may be the different. They may they might be made up of the different things. And the what similarity do we find among them? All living things take up space. All living things has mass for or the weight. So the matter, everything around us is made up of matter. So what is the matter? Matter, anything that has mass and take up space. The definition is the matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. All living things that take up the space and have the mass are called matter. All living things and non-living things are matter. That includes you, the air you breathe, and the water you drink. Different types of the matter have the different properties of the characteristic. But students, something is the non-matter. That is like the light and sound. Because light and the sound is the form of the energy. What is the atom and how the matter is made up of? What is this? All matter is made up of the tiny particles. That is called the atom. The particles are always moving. They have a space between them. They are held together by the force when the particles are heated. They move faster when cooled. They slow down. So the all matter is composed of the tiny particles. It is called a atom. They are very small. We cannot see atom with the ordinary microscope. They are even smaller than the all living things. They are even smaller than the all living things. As the matter definition, the matter is which occupy the space and the mass is called the matter. So what is a volume? What is the volume? The definition of the volume is the three-dimensional space occupied by an object is called volume. Actually, as you learn matter occupy the space, that's mean that the volume is the space occupied by the object that has length, breadth, and the height. So this is the three-dimensional space which have the length, breadth, and the height. Observe this picture. Students, observe this picture. The two cups contain same amount of the liquid, but each cup has their own capacity due to the different size. So here the small cup have less volume than that of the larger one. Okay? Now what is the mass? The mass is amount of a matter in an object is called mass. Mass tells us how heavy or light an object is. An object with a larger mass have more matter and then object with the smaller mass. One way to compare the mass of the two objects is to use a lever balance, such as one shown in this slide. Okay, so what is the definition of the mass? The amount of the matter is an object is called mass. Okay, my dear students, and the mass tells us how heavy or light an object is. Okay, actually, for your awareness or for your knowledge, the mass is usually measured in the grams or the kilograms. The next, we move to the next slide. The three states of matter. Matter can exist in the three physical states. Observe this picture. Observe this picture. You can see all three states of matter. The kettle is made up of solid, and you can see the water vapors. It is the form of the gas. And inside the kettle, the water is in the form of the liquid. So the matter has the three states that is called the solid, liquid, and gas. You can see this is the solid and this is the liquid, and in the form of the steam or the water vapors, it is a gas. So what is first we talk about the what is solid. Okay, my dear students, solid. Yes, you can see the ball have the definite shape, have the definite volume. The solid have definite shape, have definite volumes, and these are the examples of the solid. Does a ball change its shape when it is placed into the different place? Your book maintains the same shape whether you keep it in your bookshelf. A solid, such as a ball, book, do not change its shape when placed into the different places. It means the solid has a definite or the fixed shape. Is it clear, my dear students? What do you think? Does the volume of the solid change when we press or the squeeze to the solid or the press of the ball? It cannot be pressed and its volume does not change. Okay? So the solid have definite volume, and the examples of the solids are the different examples around you, just as showing your slide. The computer, car, carrot, book, cup, and the many more. Now move to the next slide. The second stage of the matter is liquid. What is the liquid and what is the properties of the liquid? These are the examples of the liquid you can see on your screen. Liquid does not have the definite shape. Look at this picture of the different liquid that are the in different container in the different shape. When a liquid is poured into the container, it flows to take the shape of this container. Therefore, a liquid has no definite shape. Is it clear? Now, what about the have definite volume? You can see water in the glass. If water being poured into the this bottle, the volume of the water does not change, even though its shape is changed. So the liquid is have the definite volume but doesn't have a definite shape. The examples are many more around you: the oil, water, juice, honey, and many more, and the energy drink also. Now, the next state of the matter is gas. What is the gas? Wow, the hot balloon. What is the properties of the gas? No definite shape, no definite volume. How we can see the different shape of the balloon. The gas in the balloon takes the space of the balloon. So a gas has no definite or the fixed shape. It also takes up the less space in the balloon than it sits outside. They will occupy the entire space given of them. Okay, so what is the properties of the gas? The no definite shape, no definite volume, and there are the many examples around us of the gas. You can see on your screen like that the water vapor you can see in the containers and the different types of the balloon, and this is the balloon. Now, students, how are solid, liquid, and gas different from each other? And why do solid have the definite shape but not definite liquid and the gas? It is because of the arrangement of the particles in the different states of the matter. As you have as you have studied, all matter is composed of tiny particles and they are always moving. Now, first we talk about the particles in the solid. What happened in the particles in the solid? You can see that closely arranged in the regular pattern. You can see arranged in a regular pattern, and are the tightly packed. You can see that they are tightly packed. The molecules of the solids are tightly packed. Vibrate about a fixed position because the force of the attraction are more between these molecules, so they vibrate about the fixed position and have the less energy than liquid and the gaseous particles. So these all are the properties that are the present in the particles in the solid. They are arranged in regular pattern. They are tightly packed, vibrate about a fixed position, and have less energy than the liquid and the gaseous particles. Now, we talk about the particles in a liquid. What happened in the particles in the liquid? Arranged in the irregular pattern. That is why the liquid can flow and take the space of the containers. And particles are close to each other. In liquid, the particles are less tightly packed. Okay? They vibrate, move about, and just slide past each other. They are the less and attract to each other, so they can move about quite easily. And the last property of the liquid particles have the more energy than the solid and less energy than the gaseous particles. So these all are the properties present in the particles in the liquid. Arranged in a irregular pattern. You can see that this is in a irregular pattern. The particles are close to each other. They are close to each other, vibrate, move about, and slide past each other, have more energy than the solid and the less energy than the gaseous and the particles. At the last, we talk about the particles in gas. What happened in the particles in the gas? Have no regular arrangement. You can see the no regular arrangement in the gas. You can see in the cloud as a form of the gas. You can see the no regular arrangement in the gas. And the second is each plays a part of the each other. Because the particles of the gas are so spaced for the apart, there is a very weak attraction between them. That is why a gas is spread out quickly in the space available to it. Move freely at high speed. Because students, they are placed apart from each other, so they move freely at the high speed. And the last property had the highest energy compared to the particles of the solid and the liquid. You can see the particles of the gas arranged in the irregular pattern, and they are the move freely at high speed, so they have the highest energy compared to the particles of the solid than the liquid. Okay, Ji. Now move to the next slide. Changes states of the matter. Changing states, the changing states present in the matter, heating and cooling can change the substance from the one state to another. Water, when kept in the freezer or the refrigerator, turn into the ice, and ice, if heated, it will again change into the water. Water, when heated, change into the steam. When steam is cooled down, it change back to the water. This changing of the solid, liquid, and gas, this is called the changing of the states of the matter. So, student, ice is solid states of the water. Student, the ice is the solid states of the water, is the liquid state, steam is the gaseous states of the water. So, the heating or the cooling can change the states of the matter. I repeat that the ice is solid state of matter, water is liquid states, and the steam is gaseous state of water. So the heating and cooling can change a substance from one state to another. There are the many changes of the states in matter. One by one, we have to discuss that. Firstly, we have to discuss the one is melting. What is a melting? You can observe this picture. Yes. Students, what happens if you leave some ice outside of the refrigerator? The ice change into the liquid water after some time. The change of the liquid into the liquid is called melting. As the ice gains heat from the surrounding, it can change to the liquid. So, what is the definition of the melting? When the solid change into the liquid, when it is heated, it is called melting. You can see in this picture a solid change into the liquid, the ice change into the water when it is heated. Okay, and what is the statement of the melting? The solid plus energy absorbed and the liquid melting. And the conclusion is that the liquid and the melting. I repeat that the ice gain heat from the surrounding. The ice get heat from the surrounding, it can change into the liquid. Is it clear? Okay, student. Now move to the next change of the states of the matter. It is called the freezing. Observe this picture. And what is the definition of the freezing? A liquid change into the solid when it is cooled. Leave some liquid water in the freezer and the water change into the ice. Actually, the students, when the liquid loses heat, it change into the solid. The change of the liquid to the solid, the change of the liquid to the solid is called freezing. What is the statement of the freezing? Liquid lost the energy and found the solid in the form of freezing. Is it clear? Okay, I repeat the freezing. A liquid change into the solid when it is cooled. You can see the examples in this slide. Now, the next is evaporation. What is the evaporation? Look at the slide and observe it. Okay? What is the definition of the evaporation? A liquid changes into the gas. A liquid, this is a liquid, changing into the gas. When it is heated, we provide the heat and the liquid change into the gas. This process is called evaporation. And the statement is that the liquid gain the energy and absorb the energy and the product is the gas form. This process is called the evaporation. Okay, now the next process is or the next states of the matter is the changing states of the matter is sublimation. What is that, students? Sublimation. What happened in this picture? A solid can also change directly into the gas without being converted into the liquid. A solid can also change directly into the gas without being converted into the liquid. This change is called the sublimation. Actually, the sublimation is a change of the matter. Through the sublimation, the substance change from the solid to the gas without ever passing through a liquid phases. This occurs because the substance absorbs energy so quickly from the surrounding and the melting never occurs. The statement is that solid absorb the energy and the gas is formed. The changing is the gas form, the sublimation. Okay? So this changing is called the sublimation. Is it clear? Now the last change of the matter is condensation. What is this? Condensation. What happened in the condensation? Observe this picture and see the slide. A gas change into the liquid, it is cooled. When it is cooled, a gas change into the liquid when it is cooled. And what is the statement of the condensation? Gas lost the energy and formed the liquid, and this is called the condensation. When a gas is cooled, its particles lose energy. They slow down and comes closer to each other. In this way, a gas change into the liquid. You can see the condense of the water on the glass. Okay, student, you can see the water vapor on the glass. And also you can see the clouds in the sky. The clouds are formed by the water vapor condensing. So this is the states of the changing states of the matter. A gas change into the liquid, it is cooled, gas lost the energy and liquid is refined form of the condensed form. This change of the state is called condensation. Yes. Now move to the next slide. Conclusion. What is the matter? First, we have to discuss the what is the matter, and the second is the what is the mass, The third is the what is the volume? Mass is the amount of the matter. The volume, the three-dimensional space which occupy the three-dimensional space which occupy in the object. And what are the three states of the matter? The matter have the three states of the matter. The one is the solid, the second is the liquid, and third is the gas. The solid has definite volume, definite shape, and definite volume. The liquid has not definite shape but definite volume. In the gas, no definite shape and no definite volume. And what are the comparing states of the matter? The comparing state, the changing of the state and the particles of the states of the matter which we have discussed in the previous slides. Now move to the homework task. Are you ready, my dear students? Book work to page number 65 and 67 in the book. Do exercise A and B and C in book and do question number 4 of exercise D. What are the exercise A and B and C in the book? Open the page number 65. The exercise A is column matching. I hope you all will do very easily. Okay? And the fill in the blanks, there are the 10 blanks are present. And the C exercise is circle the correct answer, the MCQs. Please student focus the MCQs because upcoming assessment is based on the MCQs. So please solve these MCQs and make the MCQs yourselves at least the 30 or the 40. Okay? About the in this chapter and on the previous chapters. Okay? Now this is the book work and I know very well you do this work with the blue ink pen. What is the copy work? Define the following terms: matter, mass, volume, melting, freezing, evaporation, sublimation and condensation. Okay, it is the short question answer. You do this in the midterm fair copy. Describe the arrangement of the particle in the solid, liquid and gas. It is the descriptive question answer. Okay, I repeat the homework. Book work is page number 65, 66 and 67. Do exercise A, B and C. A is the column matching, B is the flint blank and C is the MCQs. Do question number 4 of exercise D. The exercise D is compare the characteristic of the solid, liquid and gas in the given table. You can see in the page number 67. And in this table, you can solve the states. There are the different states present: solid, liquid, gas, the distance between the particles, motion of the particles, energy of the particles, volume, shape, and 2 examples. You can do the different states of the matter and describe the all properties of these states of the matter. This is present student, page number 65. So hope you all got it. And if you have any difficulty or the questions, you can ask me in the chat box. So thank you so much, all of you. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.